The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about the BDs that stored Chief Keef to the point that he didn't feel safe in Chicago no more. So that's why he had to move to California. Let's jump straight into it. For those that don't know, Chief Keef, when he blew up, it was something that the labels and the music industry never seen. They never seen young dudes, 5, 6 of them, you know, standing around with blicks on tables and stuff like that. Because you got to think, you know, the music industry, you know, for a long time, it had the cash money type flow. Like, we rapping about money, we rapping about Chris Starr, we rapping about women, we rapping about, you know, like when Rockefeller came out, they made it to the point that, like, you had to be rapping about balling. But when Chief Keef and the drill genre came through, it was like, it's not about money, it's not about cars, it's not about none of that. It's some young dudes that look like, you know, they in a heated rivalry with other dudes in their area. You know, it just looked authentic, meaning as in you could go to a hood and you will find more Chief Keefs than you will find a Jay-Z, a Birdman, a Cash Money. You will find more Chief Keefs, you know. So when Chief Keef hit the scene, the music industry, you know, they went crazy. You know, that's why he was able to get a $6 million deal from Interscope, because, you know, they never seen that. And later on down the line, you start to get the Polo G's, you start to get the NBA young boys, you start to get the little babies. You know, those are generational talents that I feel like came from the Chief Keef wave. But that's another subject. Let's jump straight into it. But pretty much, man, you know, Chief Keef, when that money came in, I'm liking to assume that Chief Keef changed up on a lot of people for the right and for the wrong reasons. You know, I felt like Chief Keef got a big head, you know, and a lot of the things that he probably promised guys and he probably made it seem like he was going to do, when the money really came in, he stopped doing it. You know, there's a story that King Von was saying that the reason that Old Block, you know, started distorting Chief Keef, you know, was because he promised him that he was gonna get one of the O Block guys that was locked.
Asked him for, it was all on the internet. They had asked him for some money to bond somebody out. I ain't gonna say who or whatever, but
He had a $10,000 bail, and they ended up coming up with a nice amount of the money, and they wanted Chief Keef to chip in on the rest. A lot of people assumed that this was Lil Durk that they was talking about, because if you remember in the beginning, that's the reason why Lil Durk and Chief Keef and pretty much Lamron 300 fell out, was because Lil Durk had got arrested for carrying a firearm, and he had a $10,000 bail. You got to think, at this time, Chief Keef, you know, he's a big superstar. You know, he's getting 30,000 a show, he's getting 15, 20,000 a verse. You know, so $10,000 wasn't nothing to Keith, but he didn't get dirt out, you know, and that caused a lot of backlash and a lot of how can I put it? It caused animosity between those two, and a lot of the Lamron 300 guys felt some type of way, like, dang, bro, you gonna leave your dog like that? All that money you got, you gonna leave your dog? So that's why Lamron 300 and Lil Durk stopped messing with Keith. Now, as far as why he fell out with Old Block, it's pretty much like the same thing. You know, they was calling him. He promised them you even remember King Von said this on YouTube. He said that, you know, they called him to help get one of the guys out. He promised that he was going to help him get him out, and he just ghosted them. And Boss Top, T. Roy, King Von, Lil Reese, and Fredo was there. This is confirmed by Juice the Savage.
I don't know how the door get open, because the door got open on broke grade. So folks them come in that bitch. It's Lil Reese, it's Top, T-Roy, Von, C Murder, and an older nigga. That's the motherfucker I think who got popped. But they come in the crib on blood grade. They see me, they Juice. What's up, folks? I ain't going for none of that shit. And I got strap on me. Juice, what's up, folks? Von shake over me. T-Roy shake over me. On phone them Top shake over me. Who else? Who and this one they was putting that.
Now, there has been a lot of rumors and speculation about this event. Some people say that Chief Keef was there and Boss Top took his chain in front of everybody. G Herbo, Fredo, everybody. But then there's also a rumor that Chief Keef wasn't there. But Big Folks, Little Mouse manager, and Bandman Kevo manager pretty much confirmed the story because a producer, if y'all remember early in the Glory Boy days, Chief Keef had a white dude as his producer. Allegedly, the white dude was the one that called Big Folks and said that, you know, they in here and I'm afraid for Chief Keef's life. You know, they
White boy Brandon, you know what I'm saying, be with Sosa and shit. Man, nigga jumped out the window. He called us. You know what I'm saying? What else could he do? He like, man, it's all these BD, they came in there with hella 30s and got him. They trying to take his chain. They trying to do this and that. And, you know, it was crazy.
Rapper Chief Keef. They said a shooting took place early this morning at the home of possibly Keef's manager. They and the North Regional Major Crimes Task Force now investigating at this Northfield home. Police say it is unclear where the shooting took place, and we're hearing that maybe Chief Keef also rents this house.
Trying to extort them, you know, they taking stuff. And allegedly Big Folks went to Chief Keef's house, and he said by the time he got there it was pretty much over, but he pretty much said that that's the reason why Chief Keef left Chicago, because he couldn't trust the BDs no more. It got to the point that they starting to extort him. And I just told y'all the story how he fell out with Lamron 300 because he didn't get Lil Dirt out. Now he beefing and going at it with O Block. Where else can he really go and feel safe at in Chicago? Then on top of that, you know, the police put a riot warrant out for him, meaning that anytime they see him at O Block, they got the right to arrest him. They could tow his car. They can do anything because he's cited as a riot risk. You know, when you get so big and so popular, you put certain public housing, they can pretty much charge you with citing a riot because your presence can cause a riot, if you get what I mean. So when he was trying to come back to O Block, the police, they was tearing his cars up. You know, they was arresting him because they hit him with a cite warrant. Anytime he show up to O Block, by law, they can arrest him because they feel like this can cause a riot here. Even though he ain't never really came back to O Block anyway, but that's the story, man. But I honestly feel like, man, like that's the reason why he got out of Chicago. I feel like it was the violence played a part in him losing a lot of people, but I feel like he couldn't trust the BDs around him no more. He can't trust Lamron 300. He can't trust O Block. You know, that's why I feel like he took the Tatos, the Ball Outs, the Blood Money, the Fredos. He took family members. He took cousins. You get what I'm saying? He didn't take T-Roy. It's alleged that him and T-Roy was best friends coming up. He didn't take T-Roy. You know, a lot of people allege that, you know, T-Roy and Chief Keef was best friends until he was with King Von and Boss Top Break.
T-Roy and Sosa was really, really, really like this. I promise you. They was who I knew to be best friends. Them was the closest that I ever seen from the block. Man, you could not, like, bro, when you seen Sosa, you knew T-Roy was somewhere around, bro. Whenever you seen
in this house, but we don't know if it's true or not. But like I'm gonna say this again, man. Chief Keef made the best decision for his life, and it's saving him from the RICO indictment. If that man would have been played a King Von role, buying people chains and jewelries and pipes and all of that, he'd have been in this RICO. So you can call him phony, you can call him scary, you can call him whatever. But that incident that happened with the BDs, I feel like that saved Chief Keef's life, because Chief Keef would have probably still been in O Block, still trying to help a lot of these dudes, and he probably would have got caught up in the RICO. So everything happened for a reason. So I can sit here and make this video and say that they extorted Chief Keef and he had to leave Chicago, but it ultimately saved him from indictment and saved his life. It's your boy D's Media signing out.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?